Please work, please work, please. There we go. Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. We are bringing you action today from Christchurch with the NZWIHL. Canterbury Inferno and the Dunedin Thunder this afternoon, second of a two-game series. And the Inferno taking the first one yesterday 4-0 and getting the win. Looking really good doing it. The Thunder are going to have to be a little bit more on their game and stringing some passes together to make this a little bit more competitive, although they had a really good showing from Fox, their goaltender, and it looked like it was going to be a close one. Today with us, Archie.
G'day.
Welcome. Archie's going to be color commentating for the first period for the afternoon. A hockey genius locally here in Christchurch, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about the game and the teams as we go along.
Yep.
So a little bit more. We had Christy on yesterday. That was good.
She's really good.
Yeah, that was an enjoyable afternoon with her, and they the game went by really quickly yesterday. It was interesting. So I don't see a lot of women's hockey. I've been exposed to it a lot, and it's funny. So we had. Christy and I were discussing, we saw a call yesterday where the referee kind of just put her arm to her shoulder. So I said, it looks like they called 2 minutes for shouldering. I actually went and looked this up. It is the IIHF official symbol for a check, which of course a body check is illegal in the women's game, right? So an illegal hit is what it's called officially.
Yep.
But I'd never seen it before, and of course, that is one of the rule differences between the leagues here. So anyway, point is, there are a couple of differences, and we need to point those out along with, obviously it's 99% the same. So what did you think of yesterday's game? I mean, how did you feel the Inferno played generally?
I think they played really well, to be honest. Like, they had a lot of good passes. They had possession for a lot of the time, so it was really good. And I think they really put up a challenge for the Dunedin team. And, it was really good. Hopefully they bring that again today.
Yeah, hopefully. So the bigger question would then be, if you were wearing green today, what do you think needs to happen better for Dunedin to have a better opportunity at splitting the series here?
Oh, I think, to be honest, if I was Dunedin, I think I'd work on more pressure instead of letting them just skate around, because I really feel yesterday the Inferno did a really good job of skating around and then sort of just cutting in right to the net, and that was definitely how a few goals happened. So I definitely think if they can work on cutting those sneaky wee skate-ins, then they'll be all right. Yeah,
the angles that the Inferno were able to just divert and move them into the sideboards and get them away.
Yeah.
Really good job yesterday by the Inferno, especially on the forecheck by the forwards.
Yeah.
Play kind of stepping into and helping the defense yesterday. So we'll get underway here in just a minute. I guess we're lining up for another quick quick something or other. I'm not sure about this one. Do you know anything about this one? No. All right. Well, we will wait for the DJ to put things down, and I guess we're underway. Oh, more of a ceremonial handshake, that one. Yesterday we had a lot of the ladies with the 50-game commemorations for it's been, I think, 3 years since there'd been a home game here. So
it's been quite a long time. I think Emma Kloss was the one that had 56 games.
Yeah.
That was the biggest total. So yeah, that's quite cool.
And we'll take a look and see. Got a couple of meetings at the net, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Fox is still in there. Dickinson for the Thunder. Bit on the outside of the circle, so I think Maddie Fox is going to start for Dunedin again. Yeah. We'll check that, and then we do have a change for the Inferno, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, we have Justine Berry today. Sierra Magrolis yesterday pitched a shutout, clean sheet, however you want to say it, and managed to get a win for the Inferno. We're going to turn this one over to Justine Berry for the defense, last line of defense for the Inferno this afternoon, and we'll be underway here in just a minute. Last minute checks by the referees to the goalies. Everything's good. And Emma Kloss to take this face-off for the Inferno, and she wins that. Back to Gibbings. Gibbings gets it back. Kloss has stolen away by Gila. And he'll looking at it there, or with the pressure for the Thunder. And that's turned over to Cross. Then back to neutral, back to Gibbings. And that's picked up. Heel had it for just a minute. And Watt with the long pass as we go back and forth at neutral. Trying to establish some possession here, and that's Guerin bringing it up the side, getting a shot off quickly. And Guerin with the first shot of the afternoon, right into the gear of Maddie Fox. Maddie with the glove save and the whole face-off coming. So Archie, your preferred position, I think, is a bit more forward, more of a shooter style, right? So
yeah, no, I like that stuff.
All right. So I'll ask you a couple of questions about the shooting that's going on here, but we'll let that one go by here, and let's let the Thunder get set up here in the offensive, or get an offensive opportunity going. They're having a hard time getting out of their back third again today, but it's early days. Whitman with it. Pass back to Smith. Smith's taking it up the right side. And the Inferno getting the zone. Knocked away over to Fox. Fox puts a glove on it. No danger there, but a face-off coming for the Inferno in the offensive zone. So that first shot that came in, are you the type of player that wants to get the puck up as quickly as possible, or you want to take it as a hard a shot as possible? What's your preferred method? I'll
be honest, I do like sort of playing with it a little bit, but I think definitely getting a hard shot really does help, just getting it away quickly, because the goalie doesn't see it, and then boom, it's in the net.
There you go. Brought up the right side by the Thunder there, but just stolen away. And again, another good job by the Inferno, moving the Thunder players to the boards and outside, cutting off the angles to Barry's net. That goes the sideboards. Gordon with it. Up to Kovacin, but that is offside. Shields a little bit ambitious there. And face-off coming to neutral. Tires to Go, 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. Thank you, Tires to Go, for your support. Kloss to take this one. Should be going up against Hayward. Hayward had a pretty good afternoon yesterday. A lot of good work at the point, keeping things in the offensive zone. That's stolen away by Smith. Kloss can't get anything on that. Hold on to it. Kloss deflects it, but again, to Fox in the crease and a glove stop. Cedra Express, Elite Medical Courier. Cedra Express is a 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. Thank you, Cedra Express. Puck drop. Kloss loses that one. Goes.
Kate Vernal
Yeah, that goes. Vernal's been she's all afternoon yesterday up the left-hand side as quick as she could, just always fast in a straight line.
Yeah, she's a quick player.
And the Inferno getting in the muck there, and that goes back to neutral, so everybody resets. Thompson with it for a moment, but that's turned back over to the Inferno. Guerin throws it forward, but Coach Sanford asks for a line change, and the players come back out. That's turned over. Cameron with it for a moment. She's in the corner looking for her teammate. Deflected away. And that's held in the zone. Good work there by by Gordon. Gordon still has it in the corner. Thompson giving her a hard time. Shields with it now. Back and forth, back to Shields. And an opportunity goes by the board. Gordon not able to control that one-time opportunity. Goes all the way back. Gibbings collects it behind the net. Looks to break out, but a turnover. Orr's there. And knocked around a little bit, trying to get it out of the zone. The Inferno not able to do that. Cross holds it in for just a moment for the Thunder, but it does go back out to neutral, and they have to reset. Good quick 4 minutes gone by already. Shields with it, 1-on-3, turns over to Gordon. Gordon can't get anything on it, whiffs on the shot, but it stays in the zones. Shield with it. Shields digs it out, looking for a friend. Held in, and that's dumped back into the corner. And stop in play there. That is a holding the stick call coming up. The referee has indicated that there is a minor penalty on the board, but honestly, I'm not sure who's coming off the ice for it. It's Cross, yeah. So Hannah Cross is going to serve 2 minutes. And that puck goes back out to neutral. Bear with us for just a moment. A couple of technical issues. And that's held on by Pippa Russick for just a moment as that goes behind the net. And up to Whitman holding on to it behind the net for the Inferno as they look to break out. That goes up to Guerin. Guerin flips it forward, back to Guerin. Kloss gets off the ice, and Guerin gives it up. Thunder looking for a long shot. That's going to go for icing. No, it's not. It was played by Barry into the corner, so the Inferno get reset. Probably safe to do that, just knocking it away there.
It was a nice wee breakout that the Inferno just had.
And then 2-on-4 for the Inferno as Shields and Gordon work back into that corner. They allow a line change, but that does break back into neutral, and they have to reset. Pass over to Gibbings. Gibbings holds it and passes it back to center. Gordon throws it forward looking for a deflection, but doesn't get it, and it comes back out. Gibbings holding on to it, waiting. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Gibbings gains the zone onside, passed forward, flipped around, and that's going to go back out. Well, I said that was going to be icing, but that actually wasn't an icing. The reason that Barry played that was it was a power play.
Yep.
That's right. Sorry, a bit distracted here up in the box. So 15 seconds to go on this one.
Steph Coverson coming in nicely.
Coverson skating all the way around the goal, going out to the blue line. Long shot in, deflection of goal. That is a goal. Smith from the blue line. Looks like it was deflected by Sophie Jeffries. Not positive on who's going to get the credit for that goal, but the Inferno pay off that holding the stick call, that minor penalty going against the Thunder, costing them the opening goal. 1-0 the score for the Inferno. Archie, let's see that kind of shot right there. Garbage right out in front, looking for the deflection. That's the way
shot.
To do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty, just can be messy, anything just to get it in the back of the net.
And it looks like either stop or a penalty already. The referee has her arm up. And that is going to be Jeffries going for 2 minutes. Probably nope, it is a hook. It looked like a very gentle hook at this from this angle, but a hook nonetheless. 2 minutes on the board for the Thunder as they try to get one back. Archie, your thoughts on the power play? If you're a forward on the power play, what's the one thing going through your mind?
Oh, I think really just skating it up, getting in a good position to get a pass and just working really well with the team just so you can capitalize on those passes as they obviously have a man down really.
That's sent all the way back. Good time killer for the Inferno. And then for the penalty kill, what's your, if you had one thought about killing a penalty, what were you always thinking?
Just really keeping in your side, because we all have a little box that we do, but yeah, keeping in the side that you need to, just making sure that you're able to push it out as much as possible.
So like not overcommitting.
Yeah, that's what gets a goal for the other team really, is the overcommitting.
And that gets knocked all the way out. Minute 15 to go on the power play for the Thunder. They're looking to get something set up. Just nothing dangerous so far. A long pass forward. That's collected by Whitman. And that's going to cost the Thunder some time there. Smith with it. Shield knocking it away for a moment, but the Thunder continue on the offense. It's kind of pinned in deep at the moment. Barry watching it go around. That's going to stay. No, it is not going to stay in. It is going to stay in. They called that in the zone, but that gets flipped all the way back out, so no harm for the Inferno there. Vernal back out for the Thunder, as well as Hayward looking to get some sort of offense going here. Hayward with the puck coming up the right-hand side. Bit of a dump and chase, but not quite into the corner. Harris can't hold on to it, and it's sent right back out. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Thunder not really putting anything together yet. That is in the offensive end. Harris with that sweeping pass. Vernal trying to hold on to it, but Shields has it for the Inferno. And Shields holds on to it. 5-on-5 hockey, of course, right now. The penalty off the board. And that is Kovison coming in quickly. Knocked off the puck just a little bit, so couldn't get a shot there, but Kovison holds on to it, looking to get around right out in front. Tried to flip one up over the goaltender's right ear, but couldn't quite get that spot. It's a tricky shot there. And that goes out to Cameron. Cameron throws it into the corner, back to Kloss. Kloss handling things back there. And that continues through with Jeffries looking for something out in front. Puck brought back out in front. Maybe a big shot coming here. No, just swept in. That was Indy Lewis looking for something to pass forward, but that's a turnover right to Vernal. Vernal's going to take a shot here. No, she's going to skate it back. Looking for help, and not enough help coming. Heel was there for a moment. Now it's turned over to Orr, back to Heel. And a shot in, good wrister, just missed slightly off the right. And back out to neutral. The Thunder jumping on the puck for the last 30 seconds here. Probably their most dangerous efforts of the afternoon. It's knocked to the side. Cameron with it. Turned over, the Thunder trying to get out of their own zone here.
That's Abby Heel, the captain of the Thunder, I think.
Sure is. So Heel looking to try to make the long pass. That's it's a dangerous game to play.
Yep. That's to Caitlin Heel.
To her sister, Caitlin, and that's a shot on to Barry. Barry just kind of gently sweeps it aside. It goes back into the corner. And that's Abby Heel out to Cross. Cross knocks Shield away from her stick, but that puck does squeeze out into neutral. Orr with it, looking for a pass that's deflected. Kovison has it, passed forward, back and forth, and Gordon looking for it. Gordon not able to hold on to it. It's going to go to Harris as she comes in the right side, slapped in. Kovison knocks it to the corner, away from Kloss. And they fight for it in the corner, coming all the way out, pass out to Gordon. Gordon coming up the right side with some speed, 1-on-4, and that gets knocked off, but the rest of the Inferno get a change in. Pass back out to neutral. Shields has it. And Gordon takes control of it, 1-on-3 again. She's going to take a shot in. That misses just right. Kloss pressuring with a forecheck there. And they're fighting on the near sideboards. That goes back into the corner. Kloss has it, looking for somebody to help. And it gets rotated back to Gibbings, back to Kloss. Kloss with 2 shots. That hit the side netting. Back to Gibbings, back to Kloss. Kloss looking for another pass. That gets deflected, and that's going to go back out to neutrals. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first period. And for the most part, the Inferno bossing this game around. Just a bit of a back and forth, but a lot of good offensive opportunities for the Inferno so far this afternoon. Hayward with it at the blue line. She's going to gain that, throw it in, and the Thunder are going to chase. That's turned over, and the Inferno trying to get that out. It does actually go out as it skips by a couple of players. Jeffries continues skating it around and looking for somebody out front. That goes out to the blue line and turned over. Holding the stick going to be the call coming up here in just a moment against, I think that's Eliza Thompson's going to serve too on this, I think. We'll see what the official call is. I could be wrong about that. Yep, I am absolutely wrong about that one. That is a hooking call against Jacinta Hoagland, I think. I think that was number 12, right?
Yeah, I think that was number 12, yep.
So apparently, where I thought it was holding the stick, she was holding the other player, apparently. Who knew?
Oh, you never know.
You never know, but the only person's opinion that matters is the one wearing the orange cuffs. Inferno killing a penalty here and sending it all the way down for the Thunder to collect it here. Good forechecking by Shields, disrupting the outward passes. And that's going to go all the way in for an icing call, with Smith getting there first. Not good when you have an icing call while you're on the power play. That's really not the thing you want to do there.
No.
So what are you seeing so far? I mean, compared to yesterday's game, compared to what you see, flow-wise, what do you think, Arch?
Yeah, it's relatively similar. I think both teams are probably quite tired from playing yesterday, so definitely there's not as much sort of, I guess, effort in that sense, but they're still going quite hard, and I think it's pretty similar to yesterday. Both teams are putting up quite a fight.
And that breaks into the corner. The Thunder looking to get that puck in the offensive zone, but they can't do it. Emma Kloss giving them a very difficult time on the forecheck.
It's Hannah Cross from the Dunedin Thunder going up.
And that's Watt with it. Watt sends it all the way in, and it's going to be Whitman that gets there first, allowing them to break back out to neutral. Going to be an opportunity here for Guerin coming through. Guerin skating hard and probably faster than everybody around her. Made a big difference on that, and Guerin continues to annoy and pester.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
And about 35 seconds to go on this power play. The Thunder yet to have any kind of decent opportunity. Turnover deep. Covison with a shot. That hits side netting again. Not by much there, but a shorthanded opportunity for the Inferno. Covison continues to kill time here, and that penalty is melting off the boards. Gordon with it, sends it towards the middle. Gordon's going to get to that in neutral. No, that's chucked away by Cameron. There's Gordon, back to Cameron, and then to Covison, out to Gibbings, and that's going to go all the way down. That does clear the penalty, though, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with the Inferno looking for it. Now that's Harris taking it. A long shot in. That goes harmlessly by Barry's goal to the right, but it's in the corner, and the Thunder continue with the puck. It's turned over. And Shields walks that out up to Gordon. Gordon can't hold on to it while she gains the zone, but that's turned back over. We'll go back in. And that's Hoagland with a shot there. Hoagland recently cleared of the penalty, comes right in and gets a wrister in on Fox, but Fox holds on to it. So another question for you, Archie. Face-offs. Is that your thing?
No, I more enjoy kind of being on the wing, hoping the center can flick that back to me.
There you go. Okay. Smith with it as the Inferno win that face-off, but are driven backwards a little bit. That puck goes by, and that's Orr up the right side. Nudged off that puck carefully. Heel with it. And then that goes out to Guerin again, up to Kloss.
A nice wee drop there.
Good drop to Hart. And then around the net, back out. Oh, good shot in by Whitman there. That surprised everybody, and a penalty call coming. Didn't see that one, but that is going to be a slash. And I think that's going to be Caitlin Heel going for the Thunder for 2 minutes. Another penalty. These seem like tired penalties. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think really when you start slashing, it's just, you're just getting tired. So hopefully period's nearly over, they can go up and sort of recoup their energy.
So 4.5 to go, and the Inferno looking to double this lead with a power play opportunity. Shields behind the net, trying to pressure, and gets the puck away. Back out to Cameron. Cameron's on the blue line. Back to Shields. To Cameron. Outside to Gibbings. Gibbings with a high shot. Everybody's trying to test Fox high today. Back out to Cameron. Cameron at the blue line, waiting a minute. Out to Gibbings. Gibbings looking for a hard pass in on just a
close
bit of a whiff there, but a good pass through by Gibbings. Just couldn't pay it off to Shields there. Kovison chasing it down. Kovison with a good kick there, but that turns, well, it goes out to the point, and then it goes right by for Kate Vernal. She's going to come up the left side for a shorthanded opportunity if she can, but that is well defended. And a minute to go on this power play. Cameron coming up with some speed, shot in. Another one off that left side netting, popular place this morning. A pass to Kovison. Kovison couldn't get enough on it, but another dangerous opportunity for the Inferno. Smith's going to chase that down. 44 seconds to go on the power play. Still 1-0.
Yep.
And the Inferno trying to get this one doubled up and get to a more comfortable finish before the end of the first here. Some good forechecking by the Thunder. That's Cameron Linton doing a good job holding that out. But the Inferno come up, and that was hard again with an opportunity, but came off her stick. Kloss is going to dig that one away. Playing cross. Kloss and Cross, that has been a challenge.
Yeah, no, that's...
Especially since they're both number 6.
And are they?
Yeah, that goes all the way back. Yep. And the Inferno looking to break that out. That is some really good skating by Guerin. Guerin is clearly the fastest person on the ice. Although a tough angle, looking for a pass out in front to Hart. Hart can't get anything on that. Goes to Fox. Fox gloves it and stops play. With nothing left on that penalty, that has cleared, so 5-on-5 hockey. ProNet Safety Nets, a 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. Thank you to ProNet Safety Nets for your sponsorship this year. We appreciate it. Shields to take this face off, and that's knocked aside for the Thunder. It's going to be Sophie Sam taking that around. Vernal trying to get to it, but can't get it out. The Inferno doing a really good job holding it in the offensive zone here, even with the 5 players. And Gordon smashing it around to Cameron, but that's turned over to Haywood. Hayward's got it and gets that out to Vernal. Vernal's going to chase that, but not in time. It was Indy Lewis knocking that away for just a moment. That did clear for an offside, so the Thunder are in, and that's passed around to Kovison again to look to get that out. Kovison with a good outlet pass to Gordon. Gordon's going to gain the zone, looking 2-on-3 over to Shields. Shields not able to hold on to it, but that puck's knocked into the corner. Hayward has it for a moment, but it's stolen away. And a good pass to Shields. She's in an awkward angle. She's just looking for a pass there. Kovison looking for it, but that is turned over. And, well, Gordon's going to get a shot in, but it was more of a pass and keep it in. And that finally goes out to neutral to allow a bit of a pressure valve released for the Thunder here, as they have been under the pump for the last minute and a half. The Inferno keep going here. Guerin with it, 1-on-3, but another good skating move, just couldn't get anything on the shot as the stick was lifted, and that goes into Fox to cover up for a face-off with just under a minute to go in this first period. So Archie, final thoughts here on like just the whole thing. What do you think about the level of play? Everything's seems to be going pretty well for the Inferno at this point.
Yeah, no, I think both teams are actually doing really well. I watched the Queenstown and the Auckland game yesterday as well afterwards, and I think this season pretty much all the teams are very equal, so it'll make the finals and semi-finals a really interesting few games to watch.
Oh, and do you know the playoff situation? Is it 2 games, or is it, do you know the format?
I think it might be 2 games, but don't quote me on that.
Okay. All right, turned over for the Thunder. They gain the zone, looking for a pass across. That was Litton looking for Ryle, but not able to connect yet. But an offensive opportunity here for Litton. Time running out, though, and that goes behind Barry's net, and the clock hits 0 at an inopportune time for the Dunedin Thunder. 1-0 the score for the Inferno. A well-played first period. Mostly just, they only got 1 goal, but they paid that off with a power play goal.
Yeah.
And really didn't allow anything dangerous coming in on Barry's net.
Yeah.
Nothing really to do. I mean, Barry's been in the right place, but if you keep playing defense like that where shots aren't coming in any kind of difficult way, it's going to be a long day for the Thunder at that rate. It's just a matter of time. So,
they're doing really good.
Yeah, so Archie, thanks for joining us.
Right,
appreciate it. We're gonna bring on let's see, Jackson Fontaine for the second period.
Yep, that's all right.
And then we'll keep the discussion going about the NZWIHL. We appreciate you coming up here. We're gonna take a break here with the first intermission. We'll be back in about, let's say about 10 minutes here at the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez. We'll see you shortly. Join you back here at the NZWIHL on YouTube. See you soon. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez. We're bringing you the NZWIHL, the Canterbury Inferno, with a 1-goal lead over the visiting Dunedin Thunder this afternoon in a generally a tight game, but the Inferno looking really good as far as bossing the puck around so far. Just haven't paid it off more than once, so we'll see how they long shifts in the different direction goes for the Inferno. For the second period, though, I have another guest, thankfully, Jackson Fontaine.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, no, so for those of you who are catching this stream for the first time or are regular women's watchers and don't catch the men, Jackson was, well, he helped out for the color commentating, was it a year ago, right?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. And Jackson, also an American, right?
That's right.
Where are you from? What state?
Denver, Colorado.
There you go. So he's a Westerner as well. So unfortunately, you're stuck with us for the second period. We'll talk about the league here and some things, some observations from Jackson, and maybe a little bit of men's talk, but not very much because we want to make sure that we focus on the women here.
The important stuff.
The important stuff that's right in front of us. So maybe we'll talk towards the end of the second, but I guess we'll start out here. I know the ice has got to freeze over here a little bit after the Zamboni because it's been an awfully warm day here again. I think it was 20 degrees yesterday. It's 20 degrees today. I got a round of golf in today, Jackson.
Did you?
Believe it or not. It's
awesome.
killing me right now because getting up and down these scaffolding things, and might notice the camera bounces a little bit more than normal here. It is the scaffolding that we're on. But
I must say, it is worth it for the view, though. It's beautiful up here.
It's good up here. It really is. But it's been a heck of a day so far. So the face-off starting the second period, and the Dunedin Thunder quickly onto it, Cross with it up the left side. Cross dumps it over to Barry's goal. Barry kind of pushes it to the side, or couldn't hold on to it, and the Inferno break out. That pass forward, that's going to go all the way for an icing. That was Hart not able to catch up to that, and the Thunder are going to get that back in their offensive zone for an opportunity to tie this one up. So, Jackson, you're at the rink a lot, considering you aren't playing this weekend. So, is it just hang out at the rink day? What do you're always here.
I am always here. I was actually here earlier today for practice, but you know, I'm happy to be here and watching a good game of hockey. Inferno are playing awesome today.
Or with it for just a moment, but the Inferno break that back out to neutral, and a bit of an opportunity here, as I think that's Giddings for
Guerin.
That's Guerin. I should have known because Guerin skates faster than anybody out here. We're having this conversation
She's quite
earlier.
speedy.
She's very quick. And the Inferno trying to hold on to that, but the Thunder, well, that's right out in front. It bounces funny off the boards, and Barry covers up for a face-off. That's going to allow for a full line change for the Inferno, and I think they needed it right there. It's an opportunity for the team in green, and they really haven't had that many today. So they're going to reset on this and try to get something going here and tie this one up. They have not scored a goal this weekend, and they're going to be looking to get something on net. That's passed to the side. Ryle trying to get that into the corner. That's held in at the point, but stolen by Gordon. Passed ahead. Kovison holds on to it on the sideboards, looking for a pass in. That goes almost to Fox, but knocked away. That's not going to go for an ice. And I think that's Shields collecting that. No, is that Shields? Yes, it is. No, that's Smith. I'm sorry. Smith and Shields out there, they do look awfully similar. I just didn't catch the number on that one. So, and that pass is turned over, but it's knocked out to neutral. An opportunity here for Kovison. Kovison holds on to it, looking for some help from Gordon, but you can't get the pass off. Comes off Shields' skate there. Kovison knocked down there. And Smith digging away in the boards off the Shields. Then it goes out to neutral. Whitman with it. Whitman looking to dump, but chooses to go backwards. Up to Gordon. Gordon knocks it forward. And that's turned over to the Thunder. Coming right back up the left side. Vernal with it once again off that left wing. gets it back, looking for a shot, and a quick wrister. That's knocked off. That 3 opportunities, but not one of them gets in on Barry's net. Good defense by the Inferno, keeping the Thunder away from any opportunities. As they go back and forth at neutral and get some new skaters out there. So, Jackson, what do you think of the speed so far the women are running at here? It seems like a pretty fast pace.
It is really quick pace, and there's been a lot of very fast break opportunities for both teams actually in the second period. I think it's a bit less one-sided here, and it's quite interesting to watch.
And that's dug around by the sideboard there, held in by Cameron. Cameron's going to take a long shot. That's deflected into the corner, and Ryle's going to collect that. Sorry, Sam had that in the corner for the Thunder, and it ends up Jeffries gets it right out in front, but couldn't get the pass through the slot, and that's going to get evacuated, but for an icing call, I believe. That is not an icing call. That actually was won by Heel. And the top line of the Thunder trying to do something. It's a scary opportunity right out in front for the Thunder. And Coach Matt Sanford looking at the referees, trying to figure out what the difference was between each of those 2 calls. Not much, but icing is called on the Inferno.
The second line for the Inferno have been out there for a little while, and they were looking for a change there. Unfortunately, the icing got called.
And maybe not.
Center ice.
That is going to be an inadvertent whistle.
And they're going to be able to get the change, actually.
They get the change, and it's going to be a center ice face-off. Good call there. I think that was the right call to make. Not that we're here to judge, but, hey, we're here to judge. It is up to the guys in black and white. So, just often it's not black and white. That's the catch about being a referee. So, out to neutral again. The Thunder looking to get the offense going here. Dump and chase. But that's back to Cameron, and Cameron's going to send that around. Gordon trying to get it out to neutral, and she does. And back and forth, Cross with it for just a moment. Back to Cameron. And then Kloss with it. Up against the boards by Cross. So we've had that conversation as well. Kloss and Cross, both
Kloss
number 6.
All right. Oh, true.
Yeah. So be ready for that. And that's turned over to the Inferno. 2-on-3 break. That's going out to the side, but a good twist around by Kloss. Just didn't get the shot quite on target. It's going to go behind the net there with the Hart. Hart can't hold on to it. Heel plays that away. Can't get it out of the zone. It's turned over for just a moment, and then Cross has it. Cross gives it up, and that's sent forward probably all the way down. Yes, not sure. Well, nobody's playing for it, so there's no icing call there. And that is a heads-up play by Cameron Litton. Shot in, and a dangerous opportunity for the Thunder.
Good pad save by Barry.
Yeah, good kick. And it really was that little mental lapse might have been the most dangerous play for the Thunder thus far, the mental lapse of the Inferno there.
Yeah, it wasn't even the original shot. It was the bounce back out to the high slot after the original save. I think the puck just jumped her stick, whoever that was in front of the net.
And Gordon's going to gain the zone. Shot in. A good little wrister. That's blocked aside to the right into the corner. And then right out in front to Giddings. Giddings takes a shot. That was deflected on the way in. Held on by Cozen. Up to Giddings. Missed a pass, then a shot in by Gordon. Not by much there, but Gordon had a good shot in on the net, but not there. Then to Giddings. That's not, didn't get everything on that one. Back out to Giddings. And Giddings not able to put that on target, but I think that's going to stay out at the blue line. Another wrister in.
Shot after shot here for the Inferno.
I think that's 5 shots. And at some point, this has to wear them down. The Thunder just time after time trying to clear the puck here.
Yep, and with the second period, there's the long change, so they're not able to do anything really about it until they get the puck deep.
And that's passed all the way down. The Inferno collect it. And Whitman sending that around and collected by Nicklin. Nicklin looking to get that out. Good backhand pass. That goes out to neutral. And Jeffries collects. And again, out to neutral. Inferno looking to get something going here, but that's turned over to Vernal coming up the left side once again. Really bossing that spot there. When she's got the puck, she comes up the left side with just a locomotive straight up the left side looking for a pass there, and it's been effective so far for the Thunder. Opportunity here for Hoagland as she comes up the right side, but that's turned right back out to neutral. Back and forth we go as the another long sequence of play for both clubs, needing to make sure that they get on and off the ice correctly. Thunder trying to break out, and they do get it out of their back third, but it's turned over deep to Smith for the Inferno, and they're going to look for a 4-on-3 opportunity here. Smith takes the line, goes up the left side, goes into the corner, skates around, right out in front, and that was Emma Kloss not able to get a shot off there. Looked a lot like the end of the second period yesterday with that last second goal by the Inferno, taking it to 3-0, but not to be this time. And the fight out in the corner and a shot, a fantastic shot. I think that was
Caitlin Hale there.
Was it Caitlin? Yeah, it was Caitlin on that. And then she got just dumped into the goal there. No good deed goes unpunished, and Caitlin meets the red pole after the stop by Barry.
And Whitman defending her goalie there, eh?
Yeah. Whitman doing a good job of making sure that everybody's okay. We'll just say that. And because of the offensive player going into the pipe there, that's going to go out to neutral. Face off won by the Inferno, and it goes back out to be collected by Cross. Cross with a long pass, but that goes too far. Out to Lewis. Lewis sits with it in the corner. Bad turnover there, shot in. Lewis just kind of a lazy back pass and almost cost the Inferno there, but not to be. Heel with it, double teamed. Can't do anything with the pass right away, but sends it around to her sister behind the cage. Barry trying to get a viewpoint on it. And that puck goes right out to the slot. Long shot in, that's deflected wide. And Thunder with a couple of opportunities here. And they have a bit more pep in their step this second period. Abby Heel with it for just a moment. That's knocked to the side. And the Thunder break out. Excuse me, the Inferno break out. That was a pass to Shields, but Shields wasn't quite able to take that puck because she would have been risking a 6-player infraction. So they let that go. Kovison up on the forecheck, but the Thunder look to break out. And that's just thrown forward to Cameron. Cameron throws it up to Gordon. Gordon's got it. Looking right at Fox, but that's steered aside by Cross as she works her way out of the defensive zone. Or tries to. Kovison collects it. Looks for a pass, but nobody home in the slot there. So the Thunder try to break that out and get it out of their back third. They can't do it yet. Shields on the forecheck. Line change for the Inferno. And this is an effective shift for the Inferno, holding on to this puck for a long time. This is going to go back, but not quite for icing. 3 players up for the Thunder just to see if they can do anything with it. And a big collision in the boards over there. But it does turn back over to the Inferno, and everybody gets up okay. That was an awkward spill, but the play continues. And Linton's pass was knocked back out to neutral. Linton's got it again. She can't connect up to Davis, and that comes in by Kovison. Kovison with a good wrister that's deflected up. Nearly caught Fox flat-footed there as that knuckled a little bit and right out in front. That's held in by Gibbings. Whitman with it. Well, Whitman can't hold on to it, and it's going to go all the way down. There's going to be a skate off here for an icing call, and Gibbings wins that one to get the call for the Inferno.
Good hustle there from the captain, making sure they get the icing call and get back in the offensive zone.
I have a feeling they may have heard that one from the bench after the last situation where that didn't happen. So good work and a good adjustment there. Chadwick Building, sponsors of the Canterbury Inferno for 2022. We'd like to thank Chadwick Building for your help in bringing us this season. A face-off win for the Thunder. It's held in for just a moment, but then flipped back out. That's going to go for another icing call, and we'll do it all over again. SB Consultants, also a 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. Thank you, SB Consultants, for your support. A lot of good coaching going on over there. Matt Sanford, the head coach for the Inferno, making sure that everybody's aware of what's going on. And Kloss is going to take this face-off against, well, that was Rosie Harris. Lost that one. The shot in was just wide. And they fight for it on those far boards. The Thunder trying to get this out of their zone, but they just can't do it. Skating behind, that's a bit of a awkward moment there for the defender, but they do work that out, and the Thunder break out into neutral. Vernal up the left side, and she looks to pass and dumps it into the corner, and that's turned over to the Inferno. They work to break that out. Ooh, good hit there by Smith. No call. Looks like she avoided the situation there, and Kloss with it, looking for a pass. Gets it out in the middle, but turned over. Bit of a bouncing puck, and players falling. Hill gets that away and gets it to Watt. Watt throws it in and gets the change. Orr's going to come out and skate hard for this into the corner. Nearly caught her opponent off guard, but not quite, and that puck, well, it's turned over. Back to Heel. Heel's going to have an opportunity. No, it just kind of pushed away. And Barry just in a good position, and that net is slightly off, so I'm expecting a whistle here shortly. We continue with the offense there. Maybe it didn't come off.
I thought it came off.
I did too. So the Shields with it. She's breaking through. Gets the zone. Another good move. Shot into the goal. 1-on-2. Shields splits the defense. Gets the goal with a fantastic wrist shot up over Fox's left ear and doubles the lead for the Inferno. 2-0 the score with just over 7.5 to go in the second period.
That was an awesome individual effort. She slotted that puck directly through the defender's stick. It's a really effective move, and it lets her go straight to the middle, have a clear shot on net, and she just picks that top right corner.
I think I'll go so far as to say I bet that's unassisted.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see how that's scored. But anyway, nonetheless, a great individual effort by Shields. 2-0 the score, and that's Hart coming up the right side, gains the zone, and goes into the corner. Players overskate. Gibbings pulled down there, but holds on to it, gets the puck out to the center, but not quite connected. And 2-on-3 opportunity for the Thunder as they break their way into the offense, but can't do anything with it. Russick out at neutral. Hayward trying to get the puck in, and that's turned right back around and turned over. The Thunder not able to get that out. And well, that is turned back into Linton. Linton gets it behind the net. Good deflection there, but nobody home for that to stuff it home for the Thunder. But Davis trying to hold on to it on the sideboards. Hayward not able to get to that. That's going to go all the way down. It might go for an icing here. We'll see who touched it. It was indeed an icing call. So go back for a defensive zone face-off. So let's have a little discussion here, Jackson. I did say that we wouldn't talk much about the men, but how's it feel to be in the playoffs?
It feels great. It really does feel great. I've been on the team for a few years now, and I've heard that Devils haven't made it to the playoffs in the past 7 years. So it truly is an awesome thing, and hopefully we can do more of it.
Thompson holds that in at the point for the Thunder, and they look to get kind of a wraparound, a dangerous opportunity as that puck kind of just slid through the crease for a moment. But nobody was able to control it, and that's back and forth as the Thunder look to get onside, and they allow that one to play on. Hayward was a little bit over it, but close enough, as they say. And that goes around the side into the corner here. And back and forth behind the net. But that's turned over for, well, it goes back to the Thunder. Shot in and gloved by Barry. An opportunity for the Thunder, but just nothing, they're just not getting close enough to Barry to get any kind of hard shots in on her. So the playoffs are good. Yeah, I've been here. This is actually my 7th season involved with the Red Devils in some capacity. So it's obviously the first time I've been involved in a team that goes past the regular season. So it's a neat thing to see. But it's also, I just remember talking to you and the guys, even in passing, you'd hear about how much training you were doing. Oh, so much training. It's so long. And somehow, magically, all that work seems to have paid off a little bit. So there you go. Covison with it in the corner. Covison digs it out, looking for a pass that's kicked away. Didn't catch the number on the Thunder player that kicked it, but it stays in. Shields with a good pass. And Covison with a wraparound opportunity, just missing. Fox watches it go by. Right out in front for Gordon. Gordon with a flip. Couldn't get it on target there. Last second opportunity and couldn't make anything of it. So we're just under 5 minutes to go in the second. That's turned right back over. Shot in. Another one from Gordon that hits the backboard, bounces back in. Fox covers up before Gordon can get to that rebound. And a face-off coming on the offensive end.
That was a great cover by Fox. As a goalie and a defender, you've got to be really careful. I don't know if it's just Christchurch, but our boards are a bit bouncy, so those shots, the puck comes right back out in front. So it was good on Fox seeing that.
It's always tough to get a glove on it when it comes back the other direction because you just don't, it's hard to play it. Turned over and shot in. Hard shot. That Shields again, I think. No, I'll get the number on that one.
Number 5,
Whitting. Yeah. Sorry, Brooke Whitman on that one. That's a good heavy shot. Good opportunity, but held by Fox.
Shot in style, too. Dropped down to one knee for that one, eh?
Yeah, that was a kind of a low runner looking for something 5-hole-ish or something low there, which was unexpected.
Good glove save.
That face-off won by the Thunder. We get back underway. Puck rolls around. Russick throws it around the corner and behind the net, but that's turned over just short of the point. Back and forth, and does go out to neutral, but that's going to go for an icing as long as the skating's decent, and it is. So call to get that puck all the way into the offensive zone once again. See what the Inferno can do with that. So F45 Training, thank you F45 Training for being a sponsor of the 2022 Canterbury Inferno. We appreciate your help and sponsorship. Face-off coming for Jeffries. Jeffries, I guess, technically wins that one. Just strange that it was one of those face-offs where everybody yaks their stick together for a little while and the puck just sits there and you look at it, you're like, well, I can't do anything. Well, neither can I, and it just sits there.
and right when the puck came into play, it jumped right out.
Right out of play. It's funny how it does that. I have noticed, though, I mean, obviously the play is very consistent. The puck doesn't go out of the rink very much for the ladies here, and they have long sequences.
Yep.
So
very few whistles.
Yeah, very few whistles. Fewer penalties. Not none, but fewer. And it's an interesting flowing game.
Game flows much nicer.
That goes out to, who was that? That was Linton again. Yeah, so Linton holds on to it. She had 3 defenders on her at the time, and that allows Russick and Sam to get back out on the ice for the Thunder. But Shields with a pass forward up to Covison. Covison back to Gordon. Gordon couldn't quite get anything on it.
It was an awesome stick lift from, I think that was Ryle from the Thunder.
That was very good defense there. And Sam's got it, looking to get that out of the zone. And that is adeptly dumped just up the boards. That was a great play. I think that was Linton again.
Ryle.
That was Lyle.
Unfortunately, it was at the end of her shift, though. You could see she's a bit gassed, and she had Guerin back checking her, so not much you can do offensively there.
And then Hayward has it for just a moment. Then it moves up to Vernal. Strangely, Vernal's on the right side at the moment. Not her thing, but she's chasing the puck, and that came out quickly. An opportunity for the Inferno. One-on-one again. Good glove save by Fox. That was a good wrister. That was Guerin again because she was leading the pack. Nobody was going to catch her. And that is a dangerous weapon right there. If she develops a good wrister there, that is an unstoppable combination.
That'll be scary.
Face-off won by the Inferno, but tipped around, and the Thunder look to get that out. They can't quite do it. Now out to neutral. Gibbings is going to have to chase that one. Vernal with it up the left side. Some consideration by the referee. Does stop the play. Didn't see an arm come up, so I don't think there's a penalty here, but
yeah, it may have just gone a bit too messy for the referee here.
Yeah, it could be, although we'll see.
No penalties, I don't think.
That could be a number of things that can stop play in that situation that are not a penalty, but that's it does look like there's no call here, so 5-on-5 we continue. But it's going to be a defensive zone face-off for the Inferno, so we'll have to be careful with that.
Yeah, I think she must have just lost sight of the puck because I think both players went down directly on top of the puck.
Yeah, that's the most likely scenario for sure. So Barry all set, face-off coming, and Caitlin Heel wins that one. Looking to get a shot off, can't do it. And nifty move by Heel. Looking for a wrapping pass, but that's turned around. Up to Shields. Shields comes up the left side, looking for Kovison. And Shields continues with it. That's a bit of a shot, although it was kind of a slap into the other stick. And Fox covers up, moves the puck all the way to the other side for a face-off for the Inferno in the offensive zone. So, Jackson, I guess maybe I should ask you a couple other things here, just kind of in general about the game here. The lanes and the angles.
The lanes and the angles.
Do they feel the same as the? Are you seeing basically the same thing that you guys see?
I feel like it's a bit more open. The Inferno are actually doing a really good job of getting the puck to the middle, but I will say there also are quite a few tough angle shots that are happening because there are a lot of wide drives with the puck.
Yeah, now Cross with a good shot in, two of them, and Cross can't do anything with it.
Bit of a fight going on.
Yeah, a little Kovison not appreciating the slap and smash there by Hannah Cross, but yeah, some good action right out in front, and everybody says, hey, it's not a big deal. We continue on here. Yeah, I think the Inferno do a really good job of driving the Thunder to the boards, to the side, and preventing the hard angles in, particularly any kind of a direct angle point to goal. They do a really good job of widening the offense, which gives them a chance to react. And Watt with a shot in here, and that's going to go up into the netting.
I mean, for sure, and especially because, I mean, sometimes they do take those wide angle shots, but a lot of times they choose to, bring it around behind the net and give their teammates more time to crash the net and get open. And a lot of the times we do see those in front of the net passes, which are extremely dangerous, and there's been quite a few this game.
Yep. Yeah, and a lot of times you see the defender coming through, cheating and going up the slot looking for a pass there in those situations. Hasn't quite connected yet this afternoon, but the Thunder continue a dangerous game here with the Inferno. But so far the Inferno have played this one perfectly, and they still have a 2-goal lead as the Thunder try to hold that in. They do. Cross with that, keeping it in. That's with Orr. That goes straight up in the air and comes right back down as she fought with Cameron there. And that's going to go out to neutral. A couple of high sticks there. And eventually that's just called off for offside. So face-off coming in at neutral.
I think the Inferno are a bit relieved with that whistle. It's going to get them some fresh legs. The Thunder's offensive line there was looking really, really dominant, and they held the puck in that zone for a good minute there.
It's interesting. Had Archie on, have you on. No, players are particularly aware of how long players have been out on a shift. It's interesting. Like, I pay attention to it, but not nearly as much as you guys that actually skate. You know exactly who's gassed and how that's going. It's very interesting to see that. Thunder continue on with the puck, but they're going backwards at the moment, trying to get some possession, and they put that in behind the, well, it goes right out in front. But nobody home for the Thunder. That's going to be Pippa Russick throwing that up to the left side. Linton and Harris kind of get in their own way, but they dump and chase. And the Inferno do a great job of bringing that straight out. That's Gibbings. Gibbings taking it up the right side. Can't hold on to it the whole time. That was out to Hoagland for just a moment. Then to Nicklin. And that is the period. Shot not quite on target. And the Inferno do a great job of holding this one on, keeping the lead and keeping the gas down. 2-0 the score. Another solid effort, another solid period by the Inferno. Can't complain about anything that's going on there. Just a very solid professional effort by the Inferno there. So Jackson, let's talk just a little bit. Period's over, so I think I can talk just a little bit more about the men's game at the moment. Let's talk about your situation. You've been bumped up to the top line some of the time. I won't say all the time, but you've seen some first line action. So in your experience, is it getting faster? Is the game getting faster, or is the game slowing down for you and you're starting to see a little bit more of what's going on?
I'm not sure how to answer this question. I think the league has been definitely quite fast recently, it feels like, but I don't know whether that's if everyone's just getting quicker or maybe I'm getting quicker. I'm moving faster on the ice. But, I mean, I don't think the league has ever felt like this. Like, the plays that we're making this year, they do feel much better than previous years. I think previous years it's been really, like, dump and chase hockey. And maybe maybe that's the line switch. But, yeah, it feels a lot more like, hockey.
Well, there you go. So if it feels more like hockey, that's a good sign. I don't know what he's saying down there. Did you see what he was saying? No, we have somebody saying hello. That's
the Zam's on the ice, that's what he was saying.
That's how it goes. So, so it's been very interesting watching you guys over, kind of, I don't want to say mature. It's just more of you kind of gel more as a team and more as lines. And it's been interesting watching that. But now it's no longer an academic exercise. You guys now have a points chase. And you have to figure out whether or not, you're going to go up to West Auckland and play them to decide whether or not you have a home game or not.
Yeah, well, I'm really hoping. So we just really need to win, I'm pretty sure, one game or depending on how the Admirals do against the Stampede in the next round.
Well, yeah, so that's the whole thing. If they pick one up against the Stampede, then you need both of them.
Yeah, we need both.
But it was very interesting because when you go back to it, we had 2 overtime games here, and you won both of them.
Yep.
Which was really important, but at the same time is almost as effective as getting a split because they took both of them to overtime. They got 2 points out of it, and sure enough, this is the time of year where it actually can add up and make a difference depending on how they do. Now, you guys won in Queenstown, so there's no reason to think that the Admirals might not do that, so that's an interesting situation, but the parity in the league has come a long ways.
Yeah.
It really has. So anyway, your thoughts on the team mentality going into the West Auckland series, because you only have 2 games left and then it's playoffs, and you also have to take on the same team the next week, whether or not it's here or there.
Yeah. Well, it could be the Swarm. Well, we'll have to see what happens. That's a bit unlikely, but
that is incredibly unlikely. But I appreciate that. By the way, if the Swarm get in, I do understand what you're saying, because I think there is a current possibility that if they completely sweep the rest of the way and you manage to win 2 games in regulation in West Auckland,
that one's likely.
Both of those have to happen for the Swarm to come in, and then they become the number 3 seed. So it's incredibly unlikely, but they are not eliminated technically. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But saying, let's just. Granted, I'm not. You don't want to give them any bulletin board material, right? So
exactly.
So they are not officially out. But let's just say that the likely scenario happens that you play the West Auckland Admirals, and then you have to play them again. What are you expecting out of that?
So just for the team mentality aspect, the boys are definitely, we're ready. We've got 3 weeks off, so we've got 3 trainings a week. We're getting in the zone. We're getting ready. We're resting up, and we really are focused on winning these next game or 2, because we do understand how important it is to have the playoffs at home. We do know how big of a difference that can make, and playing in front of crowds here, it does make a difference for the team's mentality, and it fires us up, and especially for the Inferno too. There's a good crowd here tonight, And, the ladies have shown up, and they're putting on a great show.
Yeah, they really are. So I guess we'll leave it there with the all the Red Devils talk, because we don't need to talk about the Red Devils. We'll talk a lot more about them anyways. But so it's interesting. Alex is coming up. He'll be doing the color commentary for you guys while you're up there, the last regular season game, and then hopefully we can come down and do another game here. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you'll be staying here in Canterbury with the Inferno, right?
I am doing the Inferno game at the exact same time you guys are doing the playoff. Well, I think we're off by a couple hours, but regardless of that, I'm here. You're there.
Yep.
And Alex will be up there as well, calling that game with the team up in Auckland. But I'm just looking forward to you guys coming back. That's the big thing. Is that it'll be. I don't want to have to fly up there and see that whole thing. So let's bring it back with a number 2 seed and that funny little 6-period game, however they do it. But
for sure,
we can talk all about that. But let's just wrap with the Inferno here for the end of the second period. Another 1-goal period, but another shutout for the Inferno. Barry also pitching a shutout, just like Margolis did yesterday, and looking good so far. So you see any way back for the Thunder here? What is the key for the Thunder if they need to score?
Wow.
Because they do need to score. What do you need to see them change?
I do think they need more shots off. A lot of their time in the offensive zone, the puck is just kind of bouncing and somehow making its way to the net for Barry to get an easy cover. So I think there does need to be a bit more pressure in the offensive zone in terms of getting good opportunities. But I will say also, balance-wise in the period, I think it was a bit more balanced in the first period. I thought it was more one-sided, and despite the Inferno winning the second period with an amazing goal from Hannah Shields, it was just one individual play. So the Thunder just need to keep getting opportunities, try and get some better opportunities.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point. It really was one individual play was the only difference in that period. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't fully give credit to the amount of great team plays the Inferno have made that period, but
that's true. And I'm not saying you're shorting anybody on that, but you make a good point that the margin of difference is very small in that case. So anyway, we'll leave it there for just a couple of minutes so we can take a break and bring you third period action from the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center with the Canterbury Inferno here in just a minute. 2-0 the score. We'll see you back here in about 4 minutes. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for having me on, Mr. Chavez.
Thank you. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez, bringing you third period action from the Alpine Ice between the Canterbury Inferno and the Dunedin Thunder. Inferno up 2-0, trying to close out a solid weekend of ice hockey. And another win here for them today would be go a long ways to making sure that they are top dogs in the playoffs, looking for that number 1 seed. And the Thunder needing to get something started here. Let's see if they can interrupt the freight train called the Inferno at the moment. That face-off won by the Inferno, but that gets turned back around by the Thunder. That's Heel with it, coming up the left side. And a shot in on Barry. Fresh ice, of course, out there, and everybody moving quickly. Kloss getting it for just a second, but that's off to Cross. Cross gets it in the sideboard. Skates back in at an angle that goes across the net, but nothing going on because nobody's in the right out in front of Barry's net for the Thunder yet. And the Inferno look to break out. 2-on-2, but that's passed a little bit too forward to Cross. Sent all the way in, not quite an icing. That puck takes a funny bounce. And looking to break that out. Shields has it at the moment. Looking for a pass against the board. Does that. Out to Guerin. Guerin with a long pass out to Hart. Hart loses that puck in the far corner. Fighting to get that back, but that's turned over to the Thunder. And then back out to neutral. Shields with it. Shields passes that back, goes behind Barry's cage. That goes out to Linton for the Thunder. Out to Harris. Harris is digging away at it. And then Shields picks it up. Up to Guerin. Guerin turning around, but that's off her stick. Long pass out to neutral. The Thunder have to reset. That was offsides for just a moment. Then it gets bounced off the linesman, then thrown back in. And Greaves looking to get it behind. That's Kovison. Kovison has it. And turned over. Shields has got it. Looking for Kovison up the right or up the left side. Kovison skates and dumps that pass. Then back out to neutral for the Inferno to reset. That's going to go for icing. Not deflected, so a defensive face-off, and the Inferno players are going to stay out there. A quick first 2 minutes, and probably not too bad for the Thunder. So thank you to Jackson Fontaine and just making sure that looking for that. Hang on. Out to neutral. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of a technical glitch. Gordon with it. Sends it through, and a shot goes off to the right. That puck stays against the boards. Everybody chases, and it's Indy Lewis getting it back out to her teammate. That's up to Hoagland. Hoagland turns that back over and off to neutral to Cameron. Cameron looking for a long pass. That's deflected. And straight up the gut here with Jeffries taking a shot in. And Fox covers up with the glove for face-off. Health Kicks New Zealand. Health Kicks is a 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. We truly appreciate your help. Health Kicks New Zealand. Kloss to take this one for the Inferno. Puck dropped from a high spot there. The linesman really chucking that one down. And Watt with it for the Thunder, but that's turned over. And a great individual opportunity by Guerin taking a wrister, but that was deflected up over the crossbar. And out to neutral. That's Heel with it. Abby Heel taking it, gaining zone. Lighting a little bit funny for just a moment here in the Alpine Ice. It continues. That was right through the crease. And Cross has it now. Thunder not able to control that. And then a shot in. Barry's got that. A couple of sticks a little bit late. but Barry controls and gets the face-off. We'll see if there's any change here with the lighting, but it looks like everything's okay. I guess things still happen here with the electricity now and again, but we've got enough to continue play here, so we'll continue on. And that face-off won by the Inferno. That was Shields with a good win, and that's going to go out to neutral. Everybody chases. Shields first for the Inferno, but that's going to be picked up by Cross. Cross with it. Cross hard off the board. Good pass, but out to neutral and turned over. That's going to come back to Orr. Orr throws it forward. And in case anyone's not sure, Caitlin Orr is sister of Joe Orr, the Red Devil player, longtime Dunedin Thunder player, and making a big difference for the Red Devils this year. And that goes back out to neutral, and that's Maley trying to hold on to it, but Kovison takes it, gets a pass off to Gordon. Gordon can't get the shot off. Good defense by the Thunder. Wraparound opportunity, and Fox on the doorstep, not letting anybody through. Face-off coming in the offensive zone. Everybody changes up. Antiquez, a 2022 sponsor of the Canterbury Inferno. Thank you, Antiquez, for your help with the team. Face-off won by the Inferno. Big slap shot comes in by Cameron, but that goes a little bit to the side. And that puck goes out to neutral, recollected by Indy Lewis. Lewis looking for a long pass. That goes up to Nicklin. Nicklin trying to get it out. And that pass flutters through the neutral zone. Hoagland trying to get that off the opponent and does do that. Cameron's going to take it forward. No, that's not Cameron. That was Jeffries with that shot. Out to Lewis. Lewis looking for the low pass in, but that doesn't connect. And an opportunity 1-on-2 for Linton. But Linton can't really get in on goal, so she passes it forward to Harris, and that gets picked off. Nicklin with it for just a moment. Back to Lewis, back to Nicklin. Turned over. Vernal with it up for a quick wrister, but Barry collects that in the glove. And a face-off coming. A quick 5 minutes here. Again, Dunedin doing a good job of getting the puck forward. They've improved their shot selection a little bit, but nothing's gotten by Barry yet. So definitely shifting that way towards the team in green, but nothing too dangerous yet. So we'll see how that works out for them. Inferno winning that and moving it up through neutral. Pass forward, and that's going to gain the zone. That's Kloss with it. Coming up the right side, Kloss holds on to it, skates around behind the net. Past Barry. Kloss sends it back behind the net again, and that gets passed out to Vernal. Vernal's going to take that forward, but can't get to it. Kloss keeps it in the zone, and then it goes back out to neutral. Smith to collect. Smith with a bit of a whiff on that pass, so that stays deep for the Thunder there. But turn back over to the Inferno. They're going to skate that out up to Shields. Shields a little bit too quick over the line and is offsides as that was brought forward by Hoagland. Another readout for you. The tires to go. Cedra Express, ProNet Safety Nets, Chadwick Building, SB Consultants, F45 Trading, Health Kicks New Zealand, Auntie Kez. Thank you all for sponsoring the 2022 Canterbury Inferno. We really appreciate you being part of the family. Heel with it, gains the zone, but gets turned around. Good defense by the Inferno, looking for the long outlet pass on the other side. That is collected by the Thunder, turn around by Cross. And Heel with it now. And that's held in by Kovison up to Gordon. Gordon takes a shot, an excellent one-timer. That is held by Fox for a moment there, but Nobody got a whistle, and there is a penalty coming, a body check. I think that was by Brittany Gibbings, just knocking her player over. I don't think she was really intending to do that, but a little bit of a plow through, and 2 minutes for, well, we called it shouldering yesterday, right? But it is an illegal hit. And in the women's game, that is a 2-minute penalty. So a power play coming up for the Thunder. And the Thunder really need to do something with this to make the most of this opportunity. Hayward with the face-off. She loses that. That goes behind to Smith. Smith trying to get that out. That's pinned in. Well done by the Thunder. Hayward's going to dig it out. Hayward with it. Looking for somebody to connect to, but that's turned over. Good play by Smith. And that's sent almost the length of the ice. But Guerin overskates that. Was an opportunity for a shorthander there, but Guerin just couldn't get it on her stick. And Vernal's going to take that in, gain the zone. Turned over immediately. Harris is going to forecheck here. And can't do anything with it. Hayward has the puck, though. Shot in low. Blocker save off to the side. Pad save off to the side in that case. And Vernal has it. Looking to set up the power play on the outside. That stayed in for a moment, but then it comes all the way back. Good work by the penalty kill unit. That was Kloss getting that the length of the ice. And Heel's going to set up the offense for the Thunder as she breaks through, up straight up through the gut, up the middle, 1-on-3. She is dumped, and they're going to get a call for this. Looks like a tripping call is going to be called here, but well, let's see what the official one. It is tripping. And this did look like it was just more positional and she skated over, but that is the call against Whitman. 2 minutes for tripping, so that is going to make for a very critical point in the game here. 41 seconds officially on the clock for a 5-on-3 for the Thunder. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Cross with a big slap shot in. That's wide left. And looking to kind of get that free and out, and they do get that all the way down. Cameron with an excellent move to kill that. We have Cameron, Shields, and Greaves on the kill for the triangle for the Inferno. Shot in. That's deflected away. And again, knocked to the side. Watt trying to get it centered. Too many players in the center for the Thunder at the moment. They're looking for a pass out to Cross. Then it goes out to the outside. All the way through, back out in front. Barry knocks that aside. Back to 5-on-4 hockey. A shot to the side there, excuse me. Thunder holding onto the puck for a long time. Then that pass doesn't go tape to tape, goes out to neutral, and they've got to reset. Cross with it. Gibbings doing a good job sending it all the way down and getting some more time off the clock for the Thunder. 49 seconds to go in this power play. 5-on-4 still. Hayward with it. Hayward with a shot. That's knocked down by legs in front and goes all the way back down. Harris with the puck for the Thunder. Out to Russick. Russick dumps it. 15 seconds to go. Gibbings with it. Gibbings is going to send it out. It does not get out of the zone. It does get out of the zone. Offside's the call. It is a little difficult to see the lines here from our distance up here on the scaffolding. You can see it, but the linesmen are right there, so it's pretty clear what's going on right in front of them, and that does go for offsides. Guerin to take this one for the Inferno. 7 seconds to go on the power play for the Thunder, and they're not really going to get an opportunity. That walks in from Hayward out to Vernal. Vernal holds on to it. Penalties over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Pass out to the blue line. Slap shot in. That's deflected. Guerin's going to chase that down in the corner, gets a stick on it. Although that's still with the Thunder, out past in front. That was Russick with it for just a moment. Russick continues play here. And Russick has it again. Turned over for just a moment, right out in front. Inferno with it. Out to Heel. Hayward. Hayward throws it forward. Shields digging away, but it's turned over. That's a shot right in front. And a second shot that goes into Barry's glove. And that holds everything up for the Thunder here. The shot selection much better from the Thunder in that case, but still not able to get anything off the ice and still not able to get anything by Barry. 2-0 the score. The Inferno holding on to a 2-goal lead. Somebody said this was the most dangerous lead in a sport or whatever, but the Inferno are doing a very good job of holding the Thunder to low percentage opportunities. And that's passed forward out to neutral. Kloss tries to hold on to it. That gets passed back in. Turned over to Orr. Orr's going to have an opportunity. Shot in, a good glove save by Barry. That glove save was a big one as that came up off the ice pretty high. And Orr with a good wrister, but doesn't quite get enough on it. Barry up to the task. Face-off coming out to Heel. That's knocked down in front. Passed all the way out to neutral. Cross takes it back in. Turned over. Kloss knocks over the referee accidentally. Out to Heel again. That was Abby this time. And one by Kloss. And she's going to skate it out herself. 2-on-3. 3-on-3 maybe if we hurry. And that's skated all the way down. Kloss still with it in the corner. Looking to get that out. Pass and a shot. Good wrister. Who was that with that heavy shot? That was a good one by, I think, Guerin. We'll see. It was indeed Guerin with a good wrist shot. And a good save by Fox. So good sequence all the way around, and we continue on. Face off in the offensive zone for the Inferno. They win that puck and trying to get something towards the net. They can't do it there. Into the corner. Hoagland throwing it behind Fox's net. Nicklin can't hold on to it, and that's turned over. Shot in. That was Ryle with it. Knocked to the side. And that's right out in front again. The Thunder doing a really good job. That's Harris holding on to it. But it's turned over. 2-on-1 opportunity coming up the right-hand side. Shot by Jeffries there, and that just got knocked away. So nothing too dangerous there, it turned out. And that's turned over to Whitman. Then back to Harris for the Thunder. Thunder break out. It is 2-on-4 here, maybe 3-on-4 if they collect it. But knocked into the corner pretty safely for the Inferno. Then out to Sam here, I think. No, not quite. I think that was Davis trying to get that away, but it does come out of the corner. And then Kovacin with it. Kovacin quickly moves that the other direction. And a low shot in. That was a dangerous one, but Shields collects that. I'm not sure whether it got to Barry or not, but it was a surprise to everybody as they looked at the puck going by. But it worked out for the Inferno. Kovacin with it, taking it through neutral up the left-hand side, looking for a pass off to Shields. Shields with a shot off the post. That was a good one. It rung the bell, but bounced away cleanly. Another good opportunity for the Inferno. The worst part, it's not even a shot on goal. Hate that rule, but nonetheless, that's the stat. Gordon with his opportunity, 1-on-4 coming in. And the Thunder have to play defense while the Inferno get everybody changed out. Kloss with it now. That comes out to neutral. Cameron bodies her player away. Does a great job and sends it right back into the offensive side. That's held in at the point. Digging out the referee's skates. The referee gets away there, and that puck is held tightly. It was a whistle in the mouth of the referee, but she decided against calling that, and a good choice because Hayward has it, and we continue play. Hayward knocking it all the way down, but it ends up with Hoagland getting a hold of that puck and passing it around. Thunder not able to get a shot here. Well, that's right in front, but again, not able to get Davis in front for any kind of a shot on Barry's net. Great defense by the Inferno. And they continue on with this 2-0 lead. Play just continuing, and that's going to be a call here. Cross taking a bit of a swing. That was an interesting one. Gordon's going to go, I think. Cross is going to go. No, Gordon is not going to go here. So that is all Cross for a slash there, I think it was. 2 minutes for the Inferno for a power play. And they're deciding which face-off dot to use, Shields to take. And this will be an opportunity for the Inferno to put this one away if they can get a goal here. 2-0 the score, power play. Whitman with it. Back, Kovacin has it now, up the left side, pass to Shields. Looking for Kovacin right out in front. She's knocked away. That puck was no longer seen. It was right out in front of Fox in the crease, but the referee calls a whistle and a face-off coming. We're going to do it again. So that's Kovacin, Shields, Whitman, Guerin, and Smith out on the ice, going full offense here for this power play unit. Smith with a long shot in, but that's deflected. Held in by Kovacin. Kovacin gets it out in front. That's kicked around for a moment, and the Thunder try to get that out, but they can't. Kovacin with a good steal there. She's looking for a pass out in front, but that's deflected. Kovacin recollects it. Out to the point. Smith holding it, walking it in a little bit. Long shot goes left, hits the backboard, out to Whitman and out to Smith. Smith has to collect it at neutral and skate it back in. That's deflected. Orr's going to get it to this first, but I don't know if she can get anything on it. It's going to cost the Inferno some time, but I don't think they're too worried about that. They're just going to get reset. And that was Hart dumping it in. And that's going to go back to neutral. Gibbings with it right out at center. Gibbings is going to gain the zone, go up the left side, look for some help from a teammate. Goes to Kloss. Kloss circles in the corner and is left alone for a moment. That's to Gibbings, back to Kloss. Kloss looking for more friends. Gibbings. Kloss and Gibbings have plenty of friends. They just ran into each other there, though. And Hayward's going to take a long shot in. Kicked aside by Barry with no problem at all. 25 seconds to go on the power play for the Inferno. And that moves forward up to Kloss. Kloss up the left side looking for somebody to pass to, but circles back. Guerin with a one-timer, but that's deflected right out in front. And that is 5 seconds to go on the power play here. Good skating by Vernal. And loses an edge, but that goes back out to Shields. 5-on-5 hockey once again. Good solid pass, but that's deflected. That's going to go to Gordon. Gordon's going to get it out in front. Quick wrister. Fox holds up on it. And not very dangerous, but a face-off coming in the offensive zone. 2 minutes going by very quickly for the Inferno. Just a couple of opportunities. No goal there, of course, but the precious time coming off the clock for the Thunder as they are down to 2 minutes this weekend to get something going. A timeout called by Matt Sanford and the Inferno to collect themselves just for a few minutes. But this third period's gone by pretty quickly. The Thunder just not able to get any offense generated. They're really working on getting some sort of a chance in on Barry, but just not happening yet. So something's got to change here for them very quickly. We'll see if the timeout does anything for them. Otherwise, the Inferno looking to just professionally close out another game and another shutout. We'll see if the ladies can pull that off again. Shields, Gordon, Covison, Smith, and Whitman out for the Inferno. We'll see if they can hold things together for just a few more minutes and get this one done. Russick coming out late for the Thunder. They now have 5 skaters. And Cross with it in the corner. Penalty coming up here against the Inferno. Not the best time to take that, and they are going to get 6 skaters out. Harris comes out. Heel with it. Heel's going to come in the right side. Great move. Shot in against Barry's. And kick save. And Shields gets the possession that they need to stop play. With 1:52 officially on the clock. We'll see exactly what it is here, but Shields is going to go for high sticking. So Shields comes off the ice. So it's not just a 5-on-4, it's also a 5-on-4 with one of your bigger players off the ice. So Cameron's going to be out there, and Kloss to take this one. An important finish here, but the Thunder are going to be, well, that's straight out, but it was deflected. So the Inferno have to be careful with this because, of course, that might have been a delay if it hadn't been deflected there, but ifs, buts, and coconuts, I think they say. So out to Watt. The Thunder have to do something here very quickly to get this lead cut in half. It's 2-0, and that is an excellent play by Kloss, killing a lot of time. Watt to collect for the Thunder. And they may have Maddie Fox come off here to go for 6-on-4. We'll see if they do that. But they don't have a lot to lose here, so the Thunder may choose to do that. They may choose not to. Depends on mostly coaching style. And that went out on the low boards on the side there, so face-off at neutral for Caitlin Heel. She wins that, and that's going to go all the way back to Watt. Watt's got a hold of it, sends it in. Heel. Then Cameron gets a hold of it and keeps Fox on the ice. I think she was thinking about coming off, but not yet. Heel with it now, Abby Heel. She holds on to it. And under a minute to go. The Thunder just needing something to happen here. The Heel sisters up the left side, both of them handling the puck there. And that's behind. And everybody waiting for a pass, but it's not coming yet. Out to Watt. Watt's going to send a low one in. Nothing happening, but that goes out to neutral. The Thunder have to get reset. Just about 30 seconds to go. That's brought in the zone by the Inferno, but it's going to go right back out. Gordon's going to take a lot of time here. It's off her stick, and the Thunder have to get reset. Cross with the puck. 15 seconds to go or so, and Cross with it, gains the zone. Turned aside into the corner. Cameron with it. Out in front. And Gordon's going to not quite get to it. And that goes wide. Puck on Caitlin Heel's stick there, and that is it. 2-0 the score. Another shutout pitched by the Inferno, this one by Barry. And pretty much a perfect weekend for the Inferno. The Canterbury side scoring 6 and giving up none all weekend. 2 wins for the Inferno. So fantastic weekend of hockey for the Canterbury Inferno. Wanted to let everybody know, first of all, thank you for coming out. Another good audience, live action here for you. But if you're interested in seeing it, it's gold coin donation. And we have another 2 games happening on September 17th and 18th at the same time. 4:40 is the puck drop, so come on out, 4:30. If you enjoy hockey, you want to be here at the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. These girls are good. You want to come see these ladies play ice hockey at a very high level. And like I said, we'll be back here in 2 weeks to do it all over again here at the Alpine Ice. So come join us live. My name's Matt Chavez. We're going to close out here with a traditional thank you from the skaters. And we will see you in 13 days right back here for more Canterbury Inferno women's hockey. Thanks everybody for joining us. Final score 2-0 for the Inferno over the Thunder. This is the NZWIHL on YouTube. Thanks everybody, we'll see you then.